Hello coaches, this is the 12U skill session practice. We're going to start with Jason Pedersen. We'll be at the lobby end in the corner on the bench side, and this is just an agility overspeed drill. So one player will start here. He's going to sprint as soon as he hits the dot. Jason, you're pointing your stick either to the right or the left, and the first one is just a simple tight turn phase forward. After we'll have 9 minutes at each station. So after we go for about 2 minutes there, Jason, what they're going to do is they're going to come forward, and then you point them in a direction, and then they're going to pivot backwards around whatever side you point to. Now, to get the kids a few more reps, when you switch to that second phase of the drill, have two kids kind of go at once, with maybe the second kid just a hair behind, and he's just reading and reacting. So if you point to the right, the first player would pivot and go to the right side, and the second player would read and react, and he'd do the same thing on the opposite side. So the second player is really doing the opposite of what you're going, but he's reading and reacting off where the first player goes. So let's make sure on the forward turns that their sticks are leading first, and then when they're going forward to backwards, let's try to incorporate what John's been working on, and when they make that initial pivot, that they're starting with a C cut to get their momentum going backwards and not crossing over first. The second drill Frank will have in the middle, you'll put kids at the dots, and you'll put a cone on each side. So the first half of the drill, they're going to be pivoting to the left. This first X is going to take off. He's going to make a pass to the next player in line. In the meantime, he's coming down nice and low, and he's pivoting, facing the puck. As this player catches the puck, he's going to get his feet moving and pass back to the player that originally made his pass. And now he is taking off without a puck and doing the same thing. When this player catches, he passes back to the line that he started from, and he goes in the back of the line, and then it is continuous. So that second player then will come down, pivot. This player takes one or two steps, pass. Let's make sure, Frank, like we talked about, that the kids are shoulder checking before they get their puck, and that the player that gives the pass to the player that's pivoting is taking a few strides and making a pass. So we're talking about the importance of getting your feet moving up the ice before we make a play. Obviously, if this player bobbles the puck from this pass, if he bobbles it, this player has to read that. He can't be way up here when this guy's still farting around with the puck. He's got to time it or come lower or delay so that he's nice and close and they're supporting each other. The next drill, Barkley Hall, you're going to be in a corner. Please put a bumper down here to prevent pucks from going behind this net or this area. You're just going to chip a puck in, but before you do that, you're going to have three players. Go. And two of them are going to be assigned on offense. One is going to be on defense. So you're going to chip a puck in. These two players are going in, and the first player is trying to get stick on puck and create a turnover. The second F is going in. He's trying to win the puck. This D is going in, and if he wins the puck and makes you a pass, he wins the drill. Okay? For the other two players, when they win the puck, right, they're making you a quick pass and going back to the net. You're giving it right back to them, and they get a quick 2-on-1 at the net. The goal here is to help each other out, win your battle. After you win your battle and make your play, we're sprinting to the net. And Barkley, you can either throw a shot on net for a rebound or give a pass back. And obviously, if this D gets beat in his battle, he's got to get back and try to shut down that quick play. I'll be down here. I'll put some of the stick handlers or broomsticks out. The players will start with their skates facing the bottom of the stick. They're going to sprint out, and they're going to pivot. So they're going to always face the bench side, we'll say. And they're going to do a C cut here and then go backwards on this side. And they're going to stop again with their toes facing the bottom of the stick. Forward, accelerate, pivot backwards to this side. So they're going down, back, and then they're done. So Parks, you'll help me with this drill. What we're really looking for here is, again, C-cut first on their pivot backwards, and we're not going to allow them to do a crossover today. We want them to work on their C-cut and also keeping a good bent knee position, not getting too high up or leaning forward when we make that pivot with our chest, and they're just coming back, and it's just, we really want them to be fast here. So it's a stop. We want them to put both toes towards the bottom of the stick, not doing a snowplow stop on this one. The goalies will be here in between the blue and the red. Kohlmeyer, you'll have this station. This is just working on contact. So at first they'll be static. They'll be about a foot apart from each other, and you're just gonna count down 1, 2, 3, go, and 1, 2, 3, go. And when you count down and you say go, they're just giving each other little bumps. I want their sticks on the ice, and I want their elbow tucked into their ribs, so they're going shoulder on shoulder. So it's really important for these kids that are 12U to understand, like, I want almost like a triangle when we're learning this, like a tripod, right? Stick on the ice, 2 hands on our stick, and I'm making contact. And when I make contact, right, that my elbow is tucked in and we're going shoulder on shoulder, very simple, right? Do that for about 2 minutes or a minute and a half on one side, 2 minutes, and then switch and have them go on their opposite shoulder. And then when you're done with that phase, Jacob, just put them kind of in a line like this, and then they're going to go, and they're going to go bump, skate, bump, skate, bump, skate, bump, and then they're going to turn and go to the outside back into their line. So now they're doing that same pattern, but now they're moving and timing it, and they're really focused on just keeping their elbow tucked and going shoulder on shoulder. We're not trying to hurt each other. We're just trying to get used to contact. We'll start progressing this with the 12U kids, obviously to get them ready for next year. This next drill, Coach Robinson, very simple. You'll have one, and you can assign it with each group. So you'll have 2 forwards, and then let's say you've got 2D. You'll chuck a puck in. These forwards are going in, they're trying to score. These D are going in trying to defend, but the catch is if they win their puck and they make a pass to you, now those 2D that won that puck and made a pass to you are on offense, and the players that lost their battle are now defensemen, and they have to defend. So this should be about 30, 40 seconds each rep. Let them play it out. Have a bumper almost at the top of the blue, and if you want to give Kohlmeyer a little more room, we can actually scoot this bumper down here. So we'll go about 9 minutes a station. We have some battle stations here and some agility skating. So it is a lot of activity. So we'll make sure that we try to give them some water. Maybe after 3 sets, if there's not enough water on the bench, we can have the kids get off real quick and just grab a quick water break before we resume. Parks, like I said, I will have you down at my station. I'll teach it the first few times so you get the hang of it, and then I'll float and then help all the coaches out. Thank you, coaches. We'll see you tonight.